Alright, welcome back, guys. Down to the quarterfinals of the Anzac All-Stars. International rules race to 9. So it's gonna be a long night ahead of us, but we'll get there. I don't think there were any upsets last round. The idea was that they had 8 invitationals and one sec, sorry. Alright, so there were 8 players who I believe bought in for a bit more and they're kind of invited into the top 8 of this. And then there were 8 others from qualifying who paid a bit less to go through qualifying to make this. And I think all the 8 qualifiers may have lost in this. Not 100% sure, so hopefully they all lost, yep. They're pretty long races, so you'd probably expect that the invitationals got through, so it'll be interesting to see how these go, whether the tempo will speed up or not. But international rules kind of leads itself to a bit faster games. So with Ben and Joel, we'll probably see some aggressive play. Ben's got one problem ball on the left, so I'm not sure at the moment how he's going to deal with it. But he's going to have to decide pretty early on how he's going to attack it, if he's going to attack at all. That's a good shot. You can pot the one on the bottom left. I mean, Ben basically has to go game if he's going to have any chance of winning this. So if he decides to pot the ball in the middle now, he's going to lose his linking ball with the one on the side rail on the left. So I kind of like him either having a dip at the one on the bottom left or kind of half balling off of it and putting the white in the bottom left corner, just to kind of nudge one of his balls out. That's what he's done. A little bit of congestion, but he's left Joel on the red in the middle. So I suspect Joel will pretty much stun this ball in the middle, nudge the yellow, although he looks like he's playing with top. Ah, it was straighter than I thought. There you go. So he's kind of finished a little off all of his balls, so he's going to pot the one in the middle and probably drift up a bit to pot the other ball in the left middle as well by the looks of it. And then work his way back down the table, but he's kind of finished a bit off straight on this one as well. So Joel did play down on the other tables earlier, so there's probably a difference in the speed of these tables, I'd imagine. So he'll pot the ball in the right middle and then just follow through a little bit to take the one near the black, and then the other one top left.
Alex have just come from the other table.
Yeah.
What Joel come up.
Got Dan Lynch next to me. He's just made a comment that for all these guys that come from the tables near the front, which I think are a little bit slower, so Joel's pace is a bit all over the place at the moment, but I fully expect him to pot this. It's a good shot. From memory, Joel won his last match pretty convincingly, so he'd be in pretty good form. Especially coming from those tables. From memory, they're not easy to play on. If they're the same tables from a few years ago. And meanwhile, Rusty and Alec are in a bit of a safety battle here. Looks like Alex is probably going to play a skill shot or just a turnover shot and screw right back. But that's not too bad. Like Rusty is probably in a world of hurt. Like with the black where it is, it's quite difficult for him to do anything. So I wouldn't be surprised if he just doubles this back down the table. That's jeez, that is unlucky. Man, played that really well. I think he just smashes this and hopes for a result. Oof, almost got one. Oh man. Alex, you can't see Alex's face. He's just giving Rusty shit. It's good seeing these guys have a lot of fun. It's been a long day for a lot of them already with qualifying. Unlike yours truly, whose flight got cancelled. So oof, God, it's almost gone in. Our last match, Alec was playing really confidently. He's mapping out these outs pretty sensibly. I think sensible is probably the good word to describe him at the moment, which means he's close to his best. Although having said that, I've just put the mockers on him, as any commentator does. So I think Rusty's probably about 80% getting this. With soft though. Oof. Good shot. Alec might have think the table's rolled. So it looks like Joel's got a little bit of work to do. I think he can pot this and screw into the yellow near the red perhaps on the left side of the table. Just playing this up top. Yeah, interesting layout. He's got, depending on how he feels, looks like he's doubling this one. I was going to say he might have been able to push the yellow to the side rail, but looks like he's feeling really confident. Bit of a costly miss. They're pretty hard to judge when you have to kind of roll them like that. It's so easy to take the eye off the pot. So Ben will, yeah, sharp.
Like they're worried about a roll.
Yeah, when Alec played his last shot, he felt like it drifted. So Alec's just going to do some handyman work, perhaps. Although they might not have the thing to lift the table up. Possibly. We'll see.
Extend the night by
Yeah. Joel's at the table again. So you have to try to get out of this. So I think Joel can go off 2 and pot this, but he may have to either decide to play this either dead weight or smash this in. Playing it dead weight is it's a brave shot to do on these. In this rule set, it's so hard to play the roll up because your opponent can just pocket your ball, provided they can hit theirs first. So like this shot, for example, like you can just hit your ball, pocket his, and just play a snooker on the black, and you've probably got prime control. So I don't think Ben will do that because he's quite an aggressive player, but that would be an option if he wanted to. Yeah, it's a good shot. Once these players can map the out aggressively, they'll tend to go for it, although I think by now the players might have figured out how to play this game, at least tactically. Like, it's been a bit of a process for everyone to learn how to keep control kind of optimally. So 1-1. Alright, that break is absolutely mental. The hardest ball on the tables, yeah, there's not really one. Probably this shot here, to be honest. Like, you just have to decide how to play this so that you kind of land on as many balls as possible, and then you're okay. So we'll probably go off 2. Yeah. Just roll this one to the left, play the one to the right of the black, and then you've got pretty much tap-ins. You don't really want to be leaving the red on the right, to the right middle to last. I guess probably the only thing, but looking at it, that might be easiest to use that for last. Either way, I think if you commit, I think if you decide how to go game, then you'll be okay. You can fall into a trap of just potting balls, and that might have been a bit careless of that one. Looks like he's still got the one to the middle, but he's not going to be on much afterwards. Meanwhile, Alex pleased with the table, so things are resuming. It's got a decent chance on yellows. The one to the right side is probably his toughest ball. I think he might go in the middle and you can play it last perhaps. But if he can move it, he will. I don't think he'll be able to. Depends on if he wants to basically stun this out and then pot the one near the black next. But yeah, he's wanting to. Yeah, he's still playing it. Shut up. So that's something that's been a lot more crucial in recent times, is to move your hard ball as early as possible, which you see the guys in Ultimate Pool do really well. We tend to pocket a few more balls on average before getting our hard ball out, but I think we're learning it pretty well as to when to play that kind of tougher shot to open things up. But now Alex in prime position. He just needs to be a little bit careful here. I think he might screw all the way back to the side rail. Oh yeah, angle. What am I talking about? So we'll play this off too. If he hits the red near the yellow, it won't matter too much. As long as he clears it. If he doesn't, then he's played it perfect. Meanwhile, Joel's on a double. Sharp. Would have liked to have hit it harder. Goes without saying, but I reckon he'll pot this. He seems to be potting quite well. Right middle for Joel. Shut. Alright, we're back. Our food just came here, so that takes priority. But nice out from Alec. I feel like he needs to just keep up with Rusty for now. Judging from what we saw last game with Rusty, he is making mistakes. So, but if he gets ahead, I think Rusty will run away with it. Whereas Alex, I think, is just too solid to kind of let him get away. So that is a monster break. And he's not on a red that I can tell. He'd rather go reds just because they're all out in the open, whereas the two yellows at the bottom of the table are a little bit dicey. He's got a starting yellow, but it means kind of that it is a little bit rough. So if you've been watching Mick Scary's videos, he might almost recommend to just sneak off this one and put the white in the back rail. But it's so hard to do. Like you just see all the yellows out in the open and just like it's hard to resist trying to actually go game. So now he's got to play an extremely good shot here. I think he can pop this with top right and kind of come through the gap of the red and the black of two rails and at least get down there to have a shot. And I think you'd rather probably overplay the shot to kind of put the white near the bottom right pocket. If you do, at least it gives you options, but we'll see what he does. He's bottom. Yeah, he had enough on that, and that's an amazing shot. It's just off angle, but I think there's room to be able to slice the yellow in after this shot. So when he pots this one, he'll have angle to actually pot the other ball. He's missed it, so Alex got all the reds out in the open now. There shouldn't be too many problems for Alec. The ball near the yellow on the left side of the table will go in the middle, and there's a couple of balls which kind of link up to it, so he's just checking to make sure that he gets just off straight with this next shot after pocketing it, so the white can go down the table, but like not with an overabundance of angle. Yeah, and that'll do nicely. You'll be able to pot this in the middle and probably float down and almost try to get onto his hardball now. Just pulled up short, but that should be fine. You can just pot these in clockwise order now. He would have loved to have been on that hardball first, but it's not the end of the world. It will mean getting slightly better on this, on the ball at the bottom of the table next, a little bit better than we wanted to, but he'll be alright. Yeah, that's fine. He'll want to be reasonably straight on this. I'm not sure how much he can actually pop the white off the back rail after pocketing this. He may just have to give this just a little bit to make sure that he can cue this next red nicely. That should be okay. You can just focus on the pot. The white might drift away a little bit, but it'll be on the black. You might just have to cut it in. Yeah, shot. Nice out from Alec under pressure. And same with Joel. I think he's had to put in some effort this frame. Nice out. So for those of you who are not playing in this tournament and you haven't seen Dan Lynch's setup, it's turning godlike. I haven't seen him for a few years, but it looks awesome. But yeah, if you want to throw him a few bucks, you know what to do. Links in the stream. Oh, it's in chat, yep. Yeah. No stress though. Buy him a beer next time you see him. He'll appreciate it. But yeah, Dan does a bloody awesome amount of work. Can you get a few bucks? You'll have to ask him. He's yeah, Dan's bought these cameras which slide on a thing that goes about a meter, and you can like get some pretty cool angles out of it. So there's a lot of funky technology here. And meanwhile, I've completely ignored Alex potting out. Not sure if Alex right on this. I think he's okay. I think he can just screw straight back to the side rail near the black. But the ball below the black, I don't know where it goes. It might go in the right middle. Alec might actually hit this harder and try to go into him. No, let's try to drop onto it. That's a really good shot. This red must go in the left corner. Yes, Justin is playing. He's on the table to the right of Alex. He was on stream earlier. Won his first match, I think, 8-3-ish from memory. Shot by Alec. So Justin's playing Sean Partridge, and the score was 3-1. I'm not sure who to. It's now 3-2. Okay, so 3-2 to Justin. Nice out from Alec. Yeah. God, he looks solid. He's playing really well. Those balls that Rusty just broke didn't seem to split that nicely. Like there's still a bit of a cluster in the middle, so not sure if he hot racked himself because it sounded like he crunched them pretty nice, but made the mistake going in the middle. Thanks for the donation. Cheers. Appreciate it. Thanks, Raj. So for those who just want to lay back and enjoy the stream, Dan likes drinking Asahis. Some $8 donations would be nice. But just $8. So this ball that Alex on must go in the corner. So after that, he's going to have to, I think, just stun this ball in, and then he's got the one to the left in that corner. So he wants a little bit of angle on this. Might need to screw back about 6 inches. And yeah, kind of a little bit of a tough shot because you kind of have to, you can't strike that ball and you kind of have to pinch it a little bit, which has ended up causing an error. So Rusty's now got an opportunity just to probably roll into these if he wants. But it means the yellow goes towards the black, so you might see him actually try to break them out here. Sure, that's turned out plumb. Now his only tough ball now is a black, which he doesn't necessarily have to move, but he just needs to figure out a path to clear the 2 balls near the white now, and then the ones up the top to get onto the railer last. I wouldn't be surprised if he moves the black here, but the problem is that you kind of, the black's already on, so you don't want to accidentally like run into the black and have it move to near any of the yellows. You'd just rather leave it there. So just wants to be sure he gives himself, yeah, it's fine. Didn't land too straight. Thanks, Raj. Appreciate it. These guys are good entertainment, honestly. Like watching some of the best in Australia have very long races on a Saturday night. There's almost nothing better, especially with international rules. You get to see them flow a little bit. You get to see them punished for their mistakes, just like what's about to happen with Rusty. He on his last yellow, he landed pretty much dead straight. So he would have liked to have been better on that black, but alas. Hey, Lyndall, thanks. Thanks for the $10. Yeah, Dan's got like touchpads and stuff. He can control cameras with pushes of a button. He's turning into a one-man news crew. Meanwhile, Ben's just chopped up. I think he put a lot of sight on that. So Joel's got a chance here. We'll be able to see what the nap does on that table. The only thing better than watching would be playing. Absolutely. Yeah. That's an awesome call. I was actually supposed to be playing in this, and I was all raring to go at about 11:45 yesterday morning, and then got an announcement at the airport terminal that our flight had just been cancelled, and they ended up putting me on a flight to Melbourne today instead. That was getting here at 2, so I managed to miss this tournament, which is sad because you just love playing long races against these guys, and it's a good hit out before the main event. But yeah, next best thing is commentating, I guess. Ben Noonan's done a Ben Noonan, dump the white in the middle. Its only saving grace is Joel has to do something with the red near the black, and he'll need to pocket a couple of balls to get down there. So we'll see how Joel plays this. Might pocket the red he's about to and push the other red closer to the middle first, and then kind of decide how to play it from there. If he does, he'd want to hit it pretty hard. Yeah, just like that. So you move the red over the other half of over the other half of the table, and then if you can, you want to pocket this one and get down onto your hard ball virtually immediately. But I think he's a bit straight. Trying. Thanks. So Joel would love to play this, but I think he needs to use a little bit of side. So I feel like what Joel should do is actually pop the one over the middle first and screw back about 3 feet to get better on that red that he's wanting to pot now, because he has to play this with side. The pot's not given. Yeah, you can see he slid past it. So Joel's probably forced to play this ball near the black spot and play that into the corner and just screw into the black here. I don't think he can do much else. Commentary, David Rothel. He's done all he can there. Would have liked to have hit the black only, but hey, Mike. Yeah, Joel decided that it's better keeping his soldiers on the table while Ben's got a slightly tricky out, although the white's not ideal. That's also not ideal. I don't think he's on the ball to the left corner. If he is, that'd be nice, but otherwise he's got a kind of a little touchy shot to play. Ben's probably forced to slice this ball in, I think. The other thing Ben could consider is he could, so that the ball is closest to, if he sneaks off the left side of it, as you're looking down the table, and just put the white in the back rail and snooker him on the ball in the middle. It's just like a shot that guarantees you another one. It basically forces Joel to find a way to not give Ben a shot afterwards. I'd be curious to know what Ben would have played if this was a 30-second shot clock. I reckon he would have just sliced the ball in and potted it and gone game. Shot. Yeah. And that's how Ben rolls too, like. It's a good shot. So Ben will probably, I reckon, play off two and get in the hard ball. This rolls is on his hard ball, if not, is on the easy one to get to the hard one, so that's fine. The shot clock is... there's no shot clock. But a lot of these players are aware of how fast they're playing. Like Ben did have a pretty tough decision to make, and he is 4-2 down, so you can understand why he took his time there. So nice out from Ben. It's good to see him having a laugh too. The shot from Alec is just okay. Not sure if he can get ideal on the black though. That's alright. Alright, what can Rusty do? I think he needs to pop this one on the bottom left and then leave himself a double on the middle of these two. He might smack this and come off two rails, bottom of the top rail. And or snooker him. That's genius. Oh man. It's not like Rusty to play a safety. They're both laughing too. Alex giving him daggers. Right. Can't see what he's doing. He's pretty close to this red ball. He doesn't want to move that. Yeah, unfortunate for Alec. He had it in the bag. Check out this replay. Oh, that's horrible. The poor gods of smiling on Rusty. They want this to be close as well. Oof, yeah. He's just not... It's not 100%. Like that shot, I know he's probably trying to whack it in with side, but as a result he's kind of over-hitting things or underestimating how much side's involved. The white ball's throwing a lot. Should be okay, but... He'll need to sharpen that up if he wants to progress in this tournament. Alright, 5-4 to Alec. I think Ben might be 5-4 up. In the time that Dan and I were finishing off the wedges, I think Ben managed to run a rack, so we just got to check the score and then just to confirm it. We'll also Dan's also grabbing scores from the Josh Gorski, Steve Jamison match as well. Jamo 6-4 up. Nice out from Rusty. 5-all on a blink of the eye. Oops, wrong one. Okay, 4-all. Sorry, guys. Rusty. Rusty potted that, yeah, 5-all. Interesting matches. Ben's looks like he's flowing a lot more. Got a slightly tricky shot here. And he's not on the one in the middle. I think he wanted to hit that ball, he just counted into a bit fuller so he could stay on the one in the middle, but alas. Meanwhile, Rossi's got, if he gets one good shot, he'll be out as well. Nah. Wouldn't be surprised if he plays a snooker here. Try to at least.
It's a nice two square ball. But you did it. Yeah. Make it 5 ball and then you do it again.
Sorry guys, 5 all.
Yeah, okay.
Alec, I think he'd love to get one of these reds out if he can, but getting the white ball in a tough shot's priority at the moment. So he'd like Rusty's in a pretty commanding position at the moment, but I think if Alec can somehow find a way to get a good white and get a red into bulk, I think that might turn the tides a little bit. He's come off that a bit too thick, a bit too thin. Rusty can now pod that ball on the top right and I think screw into these and just create havoc. So he's got one of them on. He'd like to... Oh, he's playing safe again. Not sure about that. It's basically told Alec if he's good enough to go game. If Alec can pot this and run through and then pot the left, one of the left middle, it's gone a little bit too far perhaps, but if he can screw over and... So he pots this one on the left middle and screws over to the side rail and might be able to bust those two reds out. Wow, he's loading up on this. It's not bad. These shots can get tricky because he's off straight. He's probably going to be playing with a bit of side, so it kind of makes these shots a lot trickier than what they look. Well, he's played it really well. And while Joel's in a good spot in this frame. I think the black only goes in one pocket, so this shot, Joel might be able to... Yeah, shot from Alec. Joel might be able to pot this and just come off two and just run into the two yellows on the left side of the table, but wants to make sure he hits the other one. I mean, even that's fine because he can just run into the black. I'll take that back. So he should be able to hit this well enough so that the black doesn't move too much. Nice out from Alec under pressure. I feel like Rusty was a bit... I think he rushed that out. I feel like he could have taken it on. The problem Joel has, if he hits the black too thin, he'll snooker himself on the black. I wouldn't be surprised if he jacks up and like just pots the red and comes off two, takes his medicine, but thinks it's okay. Yeah, it's always a trouble with that shot. He had to hit it hard enough so that the black moved, but soft enough so the white kind of stayed near the black, and it's a tough shot to to get right. Shot from Joel. Oh, close matches. Dan's just showing off now. So that was, I think, barely a legal break. In this break, you need in this game you need to score 3 points. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Where the points are either getting a ball past the middle of a table or pocketing one. And I think Joel got just the 3 points then. I think he was trying to hit the yellow near the red then. So options here, I think sneaking off this with bottom and putting the white near the top right pocket would be an option, just to leave him on nothing. That's not bad. Ben's got a thin slice into the middle. I mean, if Ben gets it, then he just needs a little bit of luck to stay on something. There might be a yellow to the right of the black that goes in the middle. Yeah. Oh, he's got the bottom one. Nice. Looks like he was a bit unfortunate. I know he smashed into a lot of balls there, but had that red moved a little bit more, he'd be on basically an ideal shot to get his hard ball out. Shot. That was a pretty inventive shot. No worries, man.
Yeah, I wish you had told me this.
Ben's just having a look to see if the black goes in the right corner. I reckon it does if he was right on it and could just kind of slow roll it in, but if it's not, he might be forced to take the yellow near the black and actually come off a side rail and try to run into it. Probably the only shot I can see. So otherwise, he's in a bit of pain. Like, he either has to pot the ball in the right middle and just stun and nudge the black in, and I think that's what he's just looking at in case his shot goes awry. Dwayne, I think it's only 2. Oh, see how hard he hits this. Yeah, I like how he played that. Like, I gave him the Snickers. Not as unfortunately as he could have gone, but had he hit that quarter ball, he would have been on the yellow. One of the top rails. Is this black pass? Surely not. Meanwhile, Alex. Gone game, nice. That was a good attempt. Jammo's, you done, mate?
Hey?
Are you done?
Yeah.
Nice.
8-3.
Jammo's just won his match 8-3. Got a beer in his hand, looking happy as well.
9-3.
9-3.
Sorry,
1-8.
9-4. Better get back there.
9-4.
Yeah, because when I went 8-4 off, I shook his hand, and he said, "No, it's first 9."
Whatever Jammo won, we'll believe you. It's poked up just enough for Joel. I think you can roll this in and take the middle of the 3 reds here. Shut. That is plumb. Wonder how Joel will play this, because he tried to roll a ball in earlier in this match, I think, and didn't pot it. So be curious to see if he does the same or if he stuns this in. That one's fine this time. Looks like Rossi is at a failed safety there. He was trying to come down a bit further down table, but caught the jaw from the looks of it. There's 6-5 coming up. Got some reasonably close matches. This is good. Alec may have to. If this plant goes, I reckon he might try to double the yellow on the right side of the table into them. If he can't just go off a side rail playing ball. In fact, I reckon he's better off If he can go between the red and the yellow and just like do the same thing, but yeah, I'm not sure if I'd want to double the yellow onto this plant. Actually, I might just rather run the white off the rail and straight into them. Not sure if that shot's there though, because you're going to lose the white ball here. He's played it really well, but hasn't really gotten a result though. Ugh. Yeah, this is rough for him now. I think I'm inclined to pot the ball. Just having a look. He either has to decide whether or not to. Well, he has to decide how many balls he wants to pot here. I think that's probably the key to this. He could double this yellow back, or he could pot it and roll down and then bag up. That's a good shot. I wonder if he's just going to kill the black here. Unless he was trying to hit the ball above the black and stun the white into bulk and not leave Rusty a shot. That's the only other thing I can think of that's what he was trying to do. I'm joining over a special guest for you. He's just come off a match with a beer in his hand and he's looking pretty fresh. How are you, Jamo?
Good, thank you. Good evening, everyone. I don't feel fresh, but I'm glad that I look fresh. That's half the battle.
You look fresh to me. Look like you're riding a wave and enjoying life.
Yeah, I'm not sure about wave, but I'm certainly still in the tournament, so that's not a bad thing.
You're in. Look at this Greek style safety. Oh no.
Oh, just chopping in the middle, but that's the problem with the in off. Oh, he's avoided the in off, but he's not left himself a huge amount here. He's just committing to the long pot.
I guess your opponent's got.
And that's quite a way away, although has he jagged it in the middle? No. So Rusty sponsored by Timberland.
I reckon Alec can pop
under a bit of pressure here.
Yeah.
I don't think it's an angle to break them out though, is it? So
do you just sneak off the two yellows and put the white in bulk?
I think you do. Yeah, I think it's important though to get the white, I think, tight on the bulk cushion here. Don't leave Rusty a sort of easy double, or not an easy double, but if he can get his hand on the table, the double's a bit easier.
Yeah, okay.
Back into the left corner.
Yeah.
Which I'm guessing is the only shot Rusty's got after this one.
Yeah. He's got a sniff, hasn't he?
I think he'll go for this. He'll probably play it with a touch of right-hand side to straighten it up.
Nice.
Okay, no, he's opted. Looked like he opted for a safety there. Didn't seem to be committing to a pot there. Could have glanced off the bottom red into the pocket as well, so he gave it a chance, but Alec with the advantage now, albeit slim advantage. What are you doing here? Chipping off the north yellow?
Well, the north yellow, the white's going to travel towards the top left corner, but I'd probably double it down.
He looks like he's playing this yellow around three cushions and topping through to maybe. Oh no! Oh no! He's
simple Simon.
Simple safety.
Clever.
And that's really good. That's That's the benefit of 30 years experience in the game right there. He knows all the shots, does Alec. It's a lovely shot there also from Rusty. Tempting Alec with this long yellow to the top right. Joel 6-4 up on Ben Noonan. Races to 9, so still plenty of golf left in these matches.
Alec would love to move this yellow off the rail near the black, but
yeah, I find Alec is really, really good at these situations where it's a tactical battle and there's a few balls left on the table.
yeah.
Although in this instance, I think he's left this. It's far from easy, but I think he can drop it in and leave the red in the center. Dave, do you agree? And it's got safety
probably
in mind as well.
Yeah,
if it doesn't enter over.
With the way he's queuing, I think it's better, but
Okay, you like the power shot more?
well,
Obviously, it gives him the better chance, but a bit more risk involved.
he almost needs to fist bump his
And he's-
way out of.
Yeah, just
Out of
under hit
pain.
that one though. This is a very missable black.
I think Rusty's trying so desperately to get going. A fist bump if he gets this though.
So interesting choice of shot there. Didn't want to move Alex yellow, sacrificing some advantage by doing so. So tries to double with a bit of safety on the white. It's worked okay, however, Alec has no choice here really but to clip off the yellow, bring it into play and leave Rusty a double.
Yeah, pretty much.
Or the middle of the 3 yellows and screw the white back behind the north yellow. But that, if he doesn't get that right, he leaves a long pot.
I actually like that option better.
Yeah. I think Alec played that in a way he wanted to get in or over the
Yeah.
right corner. He's left a double here. You would expect on these pockets really that Rusty would get this. Hit it very poorly. And I think
And the black,
this-
look where the
there-
black's gone.
And there's a clear example, folks at home. Many of these players, including myself, have been playing on the Supreme tables for 6 months. Rusty himself has a Supreme at home, and they do double differently to these tables. So
Yeah, okay.
I think this is why he's missed out by so far. I think had he been practicing a bit more on these tables, I think he would have got that. And that's a lovely safety from Alec.
Yeah.
Played that beautifully.
Yeah, I think these, I think these tables compared to your ones at other venues, I think they are doubling a little bit wide. There's one behind the TV area where we are, and that one doubles quite wide.
So Alec with ball in hand here. And he's opting to play the snooker but bring the black into play, it would seem, but you wouldn't want to leave the black over the pocket though here, Dave, so I'm not quite sure about this option. I like to maybe flick off the yellow to go down into behind the other 2 yellows and bring it into play, but I'm interested to see what the master does because he knows better than I do.
I think you just hit this to the black, travels at least a foot. And he's killed the yellow.
He hasn't hit the yellow hard enough, unfortunately. I'm sure this will be live in the Empire Pool Hall in Adelaide. Get down there tonight if you haven't been. It's a great venue, and the very pleasant bar staff there will look after you tonight if you come down. Use the code JAMO for a free drink.
Hashtag Jamo.
My phone's over there.
Jamo20 for 20% off all of your drinks.
That's it. And no, just one free drink. Dave, don't get carried away.
Okay. All right.
And contrastingly, Rusty's family will be up in the Gold Coast, probably visiting the Dairy Bell as we speak for some gelati.
Gelati?
Not watching the match at all, probably don't care. But I'm sure all his mates back in the club will be watching.
Will they be having gelati?
Just kidding, the Rusty family, if you are tuned in, good on you. Drop us a comment or a like or a follow or something. Anything. So,
I've missed your commentary.
big shot here from...
Good shot.
Big shot here for Alec Evernades.
Does he get it?
Mick Delahunty will be crossing his fingers that this drops in. He'll be watching at home with a cigar and a scotch.
Shot. The scotch.
And what a great shot. What a great shot. Only 18-year-old, apparently, Mick Delahunty. Doesn't drink anything less. Don't blame it. Nice finish there from Alec. He's looking
really
strong.
good shot.
He's looking real strong.
Yeah, he is.
And
he's not converting everything, but he's very dangerous.
And there's an opportunity to donate to the stream to CueballTV. Dan will put the link in the chat. Thank you very much for tuning in. Bo Kronk, Min Lee, Phil Perkins, Gavin Vonderval, Karen Sach. All of you, thanks for tuning in. And just donate, even if it's just $3 to Dan Lynch and to CueballTV. That allows Dan to continue this amazing HD quality stream with incredible commentary from Dave.
Asahi's cost $8 if you want to.
They're 10
buy
now.
down a bit.
They're 10. They're 10 now.
10.
Yeah.
Asahi's are $10.
That's right.
Apparently,
inflation, everybody, is real. Lovely break from Alec there. He'll definitely take the yellows here.
Yeah.
And
just got that little slightly tricky one near the black.
So Ben Noonan looks like he's on the black, I think, in the left-hand table that we're viewing.
Nah.
No?
Might be doubling it.
He looks to be... He's got his geometry tools out, his protractor.
Yeah.
I think he's got some big shots in him, Ben Noonan. This could be really special, everybody. We'll see what he does.
He's doubling in the middle off the red. Oh, he's
and
done
what
it!
a shot. What a shot.
Oh,
my
no.
goodness.
Wow. That is horrid.
You could not read about that.
No.
That is an incredible piece of bad luck after a wonderful shot.
Ruth.
He's just standing there stunned. He's stunned.
Yeah. We are stunned in
Yeah,
commentary.
he's stunned. He looks like look at this, folks. Double off the red, and then the white goes in off the red that goes round the
that's
table.
horrid.
That is a travesty of justice.
Yeah. Ouch.
And Joel just saying, well, you shouldn't play such a ridiculous shot. You deserved it. Thought that was a bit harsh from Joel to say that, but normally a great bloke.
Oh, when you're ahead, that's how you get your opponents, how they more you smack
That's
talk.
it. Everyone's nice when they're 8-4 up, aren't they?
Yeah, that's insane.
So
Magnificent shot by Ben.
both these matches
alas.
on the hill now. Ben Noonan, I'm guessing this break will have a bit of spice in it. And it did. And it's good.
I think he was just trying to
And look
avoid
at
dumping
these.
the white in the middle.
Look at these reds. You would eat these for breakfast, lunch and dinner. If you were slightly kind of fond of the food.
Meanwhile, Alex.
On these yellows, they
should
look
be all
pretty tasty. I think he just has to leave the white where the yellow is here, and it's straightforward finish. The yellow, right-hand yellow goes into the bottom right corner, black into the left corner. He's overhit that a little bit. I would have liked him to have been one ball north of there.
Yeah.
But in saying that, he's pretty much going to stop the white dead when it hits this red that's northeast of the yellow.
Sure.
And that's beautiful. Really hitting the ball well. Alke Fernandez this black for an incredible
played
win
well
against Rusty, the one wheeler. But tonight he's the number 2.
Too good.
He's the number 2 tonight.
That shot will be replayed for years.
He'll be phoning his wife after this to say, sorry darling, I missed out on the $5.5 grand, but you know what, I still won because I've got you. And that's the mark of the man. So back to Ben Noonan and Joel Younger, 8-4 to Joel, commanding lead. Ben on the reds. Just a little bit to work out here, Dave.
Yeah.
Not elementary, but just a few little shots, and they will be, I think.
Yeah, the ball near the black spot, I think, is.
And
It's gone
so much
yellows.
so he's decided to go the yellows, which is a great piece of learning for me, really watching to see a different way of going about these. I really like Ben's vision.
Yeah.
And isn't it interesting? I presume this yellow goes, but I think he's just waved his
feeling
arm
happy.
as if it doesn't. But then Ben is the world's best at pretend. Just saying, Ben likes to. I think he must have touched the white, it would seem, with his cue. Hence the foul stroke. Min Lee just commenting, why wouldn't you have a hit with Raj Man Cave while watching this? It's a very good point, Min. All the best to you, yourself and Raj. Rajasthan Royal, who's from Pakenham or somewhere down southeast. Hoping to move to a more exclusive postcode soon.
Really sure I like Joel's first shot. He obviously wanted to screw back a bit more, but
He's taking it into the corner now. It's going long.
yeah. He's playing well enough.
That's a good
Like
shot.
he's
I think he's okay here
he's
now.
just potting like a demon.
Yeah. Once he gets going, I mean, he's such a gun. And I'm sure all the patrons at Geelong Slate Pool Hall will be tuning into this. It will also be on the big screen. And shout out to the Younger family who are no doubt watching this. I'm sure Joel's father will be tuned into this. Always supports his son, likes to watch him play.
Sure.
It's a lovely shot. He's just a little bit, he's got a little bit more angle than he would have liked here. He might choose to hold the white on the black, Dave, in order to not over screw. Just depends how much, although he might play the red into the top right corner if he can get past the black.
He's played that as well as he could, hasn't he?
He has, in a way though, he's almost got too much angle now to. He's got a bit of traffic to get around here. He's going to have to screw this back and try and put the white on the brown spot or similar.
Sure.
He's played it pretty well. He's given himself a shot at the black for the match. This is game ball, folks. And it's in. Well done, Joel Younger.
well.
Commiserations to Ben Noonan. Very unfortunate in the previous game. But high quality match. And
Absolutely.
Joel marches into the semis.
Yeah, semi should start, I guess, in probably 10 minutes or so stay tuned.
Yep, thanks everybody. See ya.
take it.